Hi friends, it's Carlos Hernandez, Coldwell Banker Realty, the Hernandez Group. Today is September 10th, 2022, and this is your Orange County market update. So currently, right now, inventory-wise in Orange County, we have a little over 3,700 homes for sale. That's it. That's nothing. If you look at our 3-year average, where we go 2017, 2018, and 2019, let's throw out 2020 because that was that pandemic year, which was really weird, right? So our 3-year average is a little over 6,500 homes. So if you look at where we're at, which is 3,700 plus to 6,500 plus, that's a 76% difference. So we're really down on inventory. Quite frankly, we've never had a market that's been like this, where we had such high interest rates and such low inventory. What's happening right now is it's keeping prices very strong. Nowhere near the hyperinflated market that we came out of, where it's like sellers' hairs were on fire and it was just like an insane market. That market is gone, right? We're moving into a more normal market where we're seeing houses on the market. As a matter of fact, 60% of the houses that are on the market have been on the market for over 30 days. And quite honestly, what it's doing is it's causing a lot of sellers and it's causing a lot of agents to get super concerned about the market, right? And think that the market is just crashing and going down. Now, as a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you 2 quick stories that happened this week. And this is why I'm telling you the stories, because the person that you hire is the gatekeeper to your equity if you're the seller. And a lot of people don't realize that. So there was a house that came on the market that was listed for a little bit over $2.3 million, and it's been on the market for about 60 days. And I called just to check availability. I wanted to see if there's any offers, what was happening with the house, because I had somebody that was interested I wanted to show the house to. Get on the phone with the agent. Agent says, Carlos, look, I know we've been on the market for a little over 60 days. At this point, the seller's really in a position to get it sold. They really want to get the property sold. I know it's overpriced right now. I really think this thing should be listed for like 1.9, maybe like 1.95. And I think if you brought an offer in somewhere in and around that price point, I could probably get my seller to actually take an offer and we get a deal done. So just by what came out of that agent's mouth, he immediately lost over $350,000 for his client. Now, granted, my client wasn't interested in the property, but truth be told, things like that happen on a daily basis. So an agent like myself that's been doing this for over 20 years, excess every year of over $20 million in sales volume, there's a reason for that. And I just can't get my head around it, that these agents out there, and these sellers, I should say, want to take their most expensive asset that they own and hire the cheapest person to handle that sale. Wow. It's just mind-boggling to me that happens sometimes. The other thing that happened this week was really frustrating. So I called an expired listing about 2 weeks ago. It was an expired condo in Newport Beach, right on the peninsula, beautiful property. And called the gentleman. He actually lived in Northern California. And he says, do you know what? Yeah, I really like what you have to say. And will you send me a proposal? So I told him, look, I said, I think your agent was going off that hyperinflated market on pricing, probably moved the needle a little bit north. You were just a little bit too high. If you make an adjustment to this price, you're probably going to get the property sold just because there's no inventory. And here's what we'll do, A, B, and C, right? Tell them all the great marketing that we do to sell the home. And I said, so what are you really looking to do here? It's like, I just want to leverage my money. I own the thing free and clear. I don't know if I'll buy another home or buy something out of state. I'm not sure. And I said, well, if you own the thing free and clear and you want to leverage your money, have you ever thought about carrying paper on it? And he says, well, I never really thought about it, but that's a great idea. I said, yeah, well, we could talk about that a little bit more. But if you're open to it, I could certainly show you how we could do that, etc. So I've been calling the guy because he sounded really excited, really wanted to move forward with me on working to get the home sold. And I was so bummed out. I talked to him yesterday and he says, you know what, Carlos, I have the home in escrow now. And I said, in escrow? I thought you wanted to list the home. What happened? He says, well, my neighbor in the upstairs unit, I was talking to him. And I told him the price that I wanted to list the house at with you. And I told him that I was willing to carry paper, and I sold the house to him. And I said, you're kidding me. I said, so just curious. I said, what interest rate are you charging him? He says, well, I'm carrying paper at about 3.1%. 3.1%. I said, if I would have known that you were going to carry paper on the first at 3.1%, putting 20% down, I would have bought the house. I said, to be quite honest with you, everyone would have bought the house. I said, it's really unfortunate because if you would have put it on the market, right, and you would have advertised that, done all the great things that we do to sell homes, you would have literally opened up the floodgates because of that unique proposal. But instead, you sold it to the neighbor because it was convenient. So he took what I said and applied it to one person. And it's really unfortunate because there's so much more that gets involved. That was just one idea, and that one idea that I gave him actually got his home sold. But I could have done so much better for him on the open market. So, I mean, going rate right now, as you know, for interest rate on a property is like close to 6%. And this guy got it for 3.1%. I had no idea that he was willing to carry paper that low. So just some interesting observations that I'm really starting to see that there's some critical mistakes being made. And if you're really looking to get your home sold or you're wanting to find a house, now more than ever, who you work with is one of the most important things to get you to the finish line, put you in the driver's seat, and make sure that you come out with flying colors. So if there's anything that I could do, whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I would be honored to earn your real estate business. Hope you're having a great day.